Right, morning all, well, actually afternoon all. The last video I did was on AI, um, and that was quite popular, so I'm going to expand it a little bit, because it's new to me, it's new to you. Didn't work too well on the old correct scores first week, but then it is the first week. But I think it came out all right on the PSG Spurs game. So I thought, well, okay, you know, I've been naffing around trying to do safe belt builder tips, and I've been sort of doing things like this. You were a football bet using, such in cards of the Paris Forest go, etc., etc. But I thought, well, hang on a minute, let's get it to write the prompt itself. Ooh, that's clever. So I've got, what I've put in here is, you are an expert prompt writer. Help me compose a prompt for bet builders using goals, corners and cards mainly. So obviously you can change that to whatever you want to. And it's come up with the expert bet builder prompt. You are a professional football betting analyst. Deep knowledge of team stats, player trends, XG, data, head-to-head records and recent form. Analyse the upcoming match between Team A and Team B. Your goal is to create a safe and realistic bet building using mainly goals, corners, cards, rules. Base your selection on real stats and probabilities, not guesswork. Avoid risky bets, keep it focused on high likelihood, and explain briefly why. Give me the bet builder selections, a short reasoning for each leg and an overall confidence rating. So that sounds about tickety-boo to me. So what we'll do is we just copy this. I'm going to copy it, I'm going to open a new chat. I'm going to type it in. Now I'm going to write in Newcastle. Oh, I should have left a gap there, but I didn't. Okay. And Liverpool. Right, so let's just let that run. So we press the click button. It's now having the thinking longer for a better answer. But this seems to be sort of a decent idea, is writing your own, get it to write the bet builder or whatever you want it to do itself. Don't know whether it's going to work perfectly, but all we can do is suck it and see. So give it a go, and we'll see what it comes up with here. Well, we will when it gets round to it. If you tell it to deep think, it takes a time, but deep thinking is better than no thinking. So it's looking at each bit. Still searching. Yellow cards, Liverpool, shitloads. No. Reviewing match stats. It does take its time, but I don't see why you can't use this on anything you wanted to use it on, whether it be, say, the US Open tennis now. Get it to write its own prompt that it will understand, and it will do the analysis for you. The same as if you want to try it on the horse racing this afternoon, tell it to look at Racing Post, time form, ignore tipsters, etc., etc., and come up with the best selection. Football, I've got another one that I'll show you in a second when this is finished doing it. can see all the bits and pieces I've wangled along here. Actually, that was quite decent, although Cole Palmer didn't play in the end. And the if you remember, there was a bet boost on Bet365, Cole Palmer. But when he didn't play, I didn't do the replacement. But the Everton one yesterday, it had 2.5 shots for Everton, 2.5 shots on target for Brighton, both teams to get a card. That didn't look terribly good to me. I ran it through here and it said, yes, it's good, do it. So I did it, and sure enough it came in. So it is, it is quite decent. And if you see a bet boost, always run it through here. Run it through chatgpt, and you'll ask it whether it's a value bet or whatever else, and it'll say, here we are. Okay, look out, we're coming out here now. Safe and realistic. Over 1.5 total goals. Liverpool over half a team goal. Over 7.5 corners. Over 2.5 cards. And it's saying it's there that Liverpool haven't beaten versus Newcastle in the league since 2015 at St James Park. Form pointers: Liverpool won 4-2 on opening day. Newcastle drew 0-0 at Villa, and without Isak per current team news. Conservative lines on goals: 1.5 and corners, 7.5 cards, 2.5. Keep variance down while staying aligned with historical rates and current context. If you touch more price, if you want to touch it up, you can put in both teams to score, yes. But Isak's absence made Liverpool +1 goal safer, which I think is a pretty reasonable summary of the game, as we know at the moment. What I've also done, we've nearly finished, so we're not going to keep you long today, is I've put in here, this is another one, this is something different. You're an expert prompt writer. Help me devise a prompt for any football game where the outcome is home, draw, away and the correct score. So we want to look for whether it's a home, draw, away and what the score is going to be. So we could bet it either. We might just be looking for home, draw, win, etc, etc. So it's saying you are a football betting and statistics expert. Analyse the upcoming match between home team and away team on date. Use historical data, head-to-head results, recent form, home and away performance, goals scored, conceded, expected goals, injuries, suspensions and motivation factors. Consider league trends for goals and draws. Based on your analysis, provide predicted match outcome, whether it's a home, away, draw, etc. Predicted score, alternate score, confidence level and summary table. So that one you could use for the correct score, the 6 correct scores on Bet365. But you could also sit here and do, I don't know, what we got here. What's happening? Bet365. Sorry, Betfair. Football, you could look at a game coming up, Beijing Guan. I'm not going to type it in because it takes time. But you could type in, you see they're giving the example, Man United, Chelsea on the 25th of August 2025. Of course they're not playing tonight, but that's just an example. But you could sit here if you're doing it and you could have a look, see what it comes out with. What's this Woking York City game? No, well, you can have a look at that one later and see whether there's any value in that one, whether you fancy a pop at it. But that's just 2 prompts I've written. I haven't written any more, but you could write one for the racing. You could get it to use racing post, time form, any other, but not the tipsters. You could use, you could try it on the greyhounds if you wanted to. But I would have thought the greyhounds are probably going to be a little bit more off. But anyway, there it is for football. So you've got your bet builder prompt tips. I'll always open a new one, copy it in. You keep this, keep that bit there, and then you've always got it. All you've got to do every day is just whap it in there. Check whatever game you want to do a bet builder on. Do the bet predictions, whichever, just have that running all the time. So you could, I don't know, you got the Bournemouth Peterborough under 21. I mean, there's not going to be much stats on that at the moment, but you know, you could see whether you could find something on that one. And all you got to do is just sort of scrub, pop in the new scrub, pop in the away team, date, boom, 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 and that's it. So that might help. Have a go, see what you come up with. Good luck if you try it. I'm done.